So all this week, we are talking about ways you can become happier in your life. And something a lot of families are dealing with, unfortunately, is divorce. It's a really tough topic. It can be tough to navigate. And joining me this morning to talk about this, Heather Wind with Charter Oak Counseling. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
And this is a really tough topic to discuss, but unfortunately, a lot of people have to deal with it. How do you begin to have this conversation with your kids and explain what's going on?
I think the most important thing for parents to do is to prepare the conversation ahead of time with each other. So that means kind of setting some ground rules that both people agree to and kind of coming up with an agenda of topic points that they know they want to cover, and also to think about it from the kids' perspective too. What kind of information is going to be age appropriate for them to know?
Right, and what can they possibly understand? Because sometimes, I'm a child of divorce myself, and I felt like somehow I had something to do with it. Like I was, they kept telling me this doesn't have to do with you, but I couldn't help but feeling that I was, because I was intimately involved in it.
Right, and that's a really important point. A lot of parents think they say just one time, it's not your fault, this has nothing to do with you, and that would be enough, but that is something that is going to need to be reinforced time and time again.
So as a parent, how do you maintain that strong support system for your kids when you're dealing with such a tough time?
Yeah, I think one thing that really helps kids is when parents are really present with them, and that means really listening to them, validating their feelings. And validating doesn't necessarily mean having to agree with those feelings, but just saying that they're heard and that you understand what they're feeling. And then if it kind of gets to the point where they probably need some additional support, I think it's a great opportunity to refer the child for to a child psychologist or a therapist in the area, or even to talk with a teacher, because the kids need their support system too, their sort of team behind them that they know that they can go to.
Yeah, so is it okay to live together while you're going through the divorce process? What do you recommend to couples?
Right, that's actually becoming more and more common because of the financial circumstances many families find themselves in. So parents do continue living together beyond the divorce finalization, and I think it can work for families. The important thing is to just continue to reinforce those boundaries, not give the kids any kind of sense of false hope for the reconciliation.
So when do you know that it's time, that this is really such a damaged relationship that we can't possibly go forward anymore? There are 2 or 3 red flags that you should be looking out for in your relationship and saying, this really isn't working and maybe it is time to split?
Well, a lot of people find that they're in a situation where one of the partners is done and the other is still holding out hope for reconciliation, and that's where talking to a counselor, going to some couples counseling, can really be an effective way to spend some dedicated time talking through the relationship. What does each person want to get out of this marriage? Are there opportunities to come back together, or if not, then how do they move forward and keep the kids safe and feeling secure?
Okay. You also suggest that maybe couples come up with some kind of a mission statement for the divorce, which sounds kind of odd, but I think there may be some validity to that.
Right. So that is a really important thing. Once both parties have decided, yes, the divorce is what we're going to move forward with, a mission statement can be crafted early on so that when tension is running high and emotions are getting heated, you can refer back to that mission statement. That's sort of the guiding force of how do we want this divorce to go, and that keeps people recentered and refocused on the ultimate goal of the divorce.
Heather Wind from I just lost it, charteroakcounseling.com. And for more information, you can check out that website, charteroakcounseling.com. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.